Welcome to another edition of In the Weeds with Ikard and Lehman, presented by Riverwind Casino. Riverwind is Oklahoma City's premier casino experience, and there are so many reasons why Riverwind is consistently voted OKC's number one casino, but it all starts with their amazing variety of gaming thrills and excitement. Riverwind's beautiful award-winning environment plays host to more than 2,800 of the latest electronic games with a huge selection of table games, including blackjack match roulette, and Teddy's favorite, craps. No matter what your game, Riverwind has it in spades and hearts. And to learn more about their gaming promotions and entertainment options, all you got to do is visit riverwind.com. Riverwind Casino, good times, great rewards, and we got a depth chart, baby.
Oh my gosh, the breadcrumbs keep coming. We're getting closer and closer.
It's just a week one depth chart, but it is the perfect topic for an in the weeds. And let's dive right into it, Ted, because this is what the fan base is talking right now.
Yep.
Let's just go. Let's start with offense. QB, no surprises.
All
John
right.
Mateer, QB1. You've got Michael Hawkins Jr., QB2. Whit Neubauer there at QB3. But my only thing with the quarterback position is it feels like this is the best quarterback situation that Brent Venables has had in his head coaching tenure.
Not even close. Not even close. I mean, you've got when you had Gabriel and Jackson Arnold backing him up, Jackson Arnold's 5-star coming in, but he was still freshman with no experience. Now, maybe it was a good thing that Mike Hawkins got the experience he got last year, was kind of thrown out there as a true freshman, but he's got some game time reps. My question is, you got a big lead in the second half against Illinois State. Who comes in at quarterback? Is it Hawkins or is it Neubauer?
I assume it's Hawkins
Okay.
because and I know what you're hinting at, like a possible red shirt, because they are very high on his future and what he can be for this program. But I haven't seen the guy not take a rep with the ones or twos. So
No, I agree. I agree. And, let's be honest. If Mateer has the year you hope he does, I mean, there's a decent likelihood that he jumps and Mike Hawkins be right into the fire. So, I mean, what is the red shirt year would buy you an extra year, but, maybe it's more important that he gets out there and plays and continues to be game ready.
that's the camp I'm in. If he has a chance to get game reps, get him game reps. Quarterback is not what anyone is talking about, though.
No.
Running back, on the other hand, got all of Sooner Nation's attention. Ted, people are freaking out that Jay Knott is listed as the third running back. The sky is falling. What has happened?
Well, I mean, to me, the easiest thing is he's been a little banged up. Maybe they don't want to play him a whole bunch in week one against Illinois State. This is a week one depth chart, so maybe he won't see a whole lot of action. And you know, I I'm not worried about Jade not for the season. I mean, I think that he's been back and been practicing and is either ready to go or really close to ready to go. Like if we played Michigan week one, had a big week one opener, I feel pretty confident that Jade not be jogging out there with the ones.
As do I. I did think it was funny, the discourse that it caused, but let me make something clear. I like that Javante Barnes and Torrey Blaylock were listed as RB1 and RB2 because those dudes grinded throughout training camp.
I mean,
Grinded, Ted.
for like the first 10 days or so, you had two running backs.
We were out there at multiple practices where those were the only two running backs
Yep. In
that
every
played
period,
running back.
in live periods, in scrimmages, in, team blitz and everything. You had two guys rolling through. They got some serious work in fall camp. So I'm with you. I don't mind it at all. And I think both of those guys had really good camps.
They were extremely dependable. They were there every day.
Yep.
I like that they're being rewarded for that by being listed first on the depth chart. Now, does that mean I expect Javante Barnes and Torrey Blaylock to have more carries than Jay Knott this season? No,
No.
no. But Ott's been banged up with the shoulder. He's been very limited in practice. Hasn't been doing a bunch of the team stuff. Like the other guys are being rewarded for the work that they put in. Since when is this a program where that's not rewarded?
No, you're right.
Like that's
Right.
what I want. I want the guys that are there each and every day putting in the work to be rewarded.
Yeah.
Now, would I like Javante Barnes to make a guy miss in space every once in a while? Yes, also that.
I mean, at the end of the day, as the season rolls on and probably directly into week 2, whoever's the best with the football in their hands, as long as their assignment sound on all the other aspects, that's who's going to get the bulk of the carries. And Jade Knott performs the way that we expect him to, then he's going to be right there getting the ball with the number ones.
I will say, with all the pressure that Illinois State brings, Javante
Buckle up.
Barnes may be the guy you want out there on the field at a lot of those times because and Nagy said this tonight. Nagy said he's the best pass protecting college running back he's ever seen.
He is not scared to step up there and bring the hammer. And we saw it a lot last season, frankly, and we weren't sure how it was going to be. And he hasn't always been that good at it. It's something that he's developed over his time at Oklahoma, and he will step up and bring the hat. I love it.
No Taylor Tatum on there at all.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the guy practice all year. I think it's that simple. He hasn't been practicing. If you don't practice, you're not on the depth chart.
And Venables said that tonight he won't be available. So if you're not going to be available, then no need to have you on the depth chart.
Moving to the X wide receiver position, you've got Keontez Lewis listed as the starter, followed by Ivan Carrion and Elijah Thomas. Keontez Lewis has had a very good camp when he's been available. He's missed a few practices with some things, but they've really liked what they've gotten from him. I think one thing that may stand out about this is like, wait, we're hearing all this good stuff about Elijah Thomas. He's listed as a 3. That is not how this coaching staff views him. You got to put the freshman somewhere on the depth chart, you know?
Right. Yeah. And, I'm sure, like with every other freshman, with a lot of the great plays probably comes more mistakes than with the experienced players. But I imagine he'll get quite a bit of time in game 1 if things go as you expect him to. And I'm hopeful we see some good stuff from Carrion. He's had a good camp too. He got plenty of opportunity with Giovanni Gibson being out. He got a lot of opportunities to roll with the ones. You mentioned that Keontez Lewis missed a little bit of time too. He had a good solid camp, and this will be an opportunity for him to go out and continue what he did in the bowl game, which was a nice outing.
He's a guy, just a good possession receiver. He's not going to run by anyone, but a guy that can move the chains for you, a guy down in the red zone, like he's going to play snaps
We
for
all
this
saw
team.
that catch that he made in the end zone in that scrimmage where I mean, he's a legit 6'6". It's a big dude, and he stretched out that arm and pulled in that touchdown. And I'm with you. Possession guy, worked the sideline, jump balls in the end zone. He's got uh he's got a nice little niche that he can fill on this offense.
Tight end, Jaron Canick, TE1. How about that, man? No surprise at all. We've talked a lot about how big of a role he's going to have for this offense this season on the podcast, and he's put the work in, man. I think that as far as a playmaker goes for that position, like they view him as the best playmaker at the tight end position that they've got.
Yeah. And the way I view it with Canick is um he's got what, 15 practices in spring. I don't know how many they have in fall camp. Say maybe it's 50 practices he's got under his belt at tight end. Canick game 1, is not going to be as good as can at game 5 or as can at game 8. I think he's going to continue to get better and better. And once you get into like game planning, game prepping, seeing like where your real identity is as an offense, his role may expand on with this group. We'll see.
I think a lot of people pointed out, hey, no Caden Helms on the depth chart at the tight end spot. It's not complicated. The guy's got a club on his hand. It's
Mhm.
hard to play tight end with one hand. Like that's I don't think it's any more complicated than that, Ted. Once he has use of both hands, he's going to be in the mix.
Yeah,
He had a really good start to camp, and
it was frustrating
unfortunately,
because he was doing
yeah,
some good stuff out there, and you could tell he was, had some good time and finally got some consistent practice reps and was really coming along and had another setback, but hopefully he'll be back sooner rather than later.
it's just a hand this time,
Yeah. Yeah.
as opposed to like a knee, you know. So
A hand is better than a wheel for sure.
there's no doubt. All right, ready for some oars on the offensive line?
Let's do it. Let's get rolling.
We've got the old double or at left tackle. Fasusi or Sexton or Buklinko. It is it is interesting that the true freshman is listed first. That is it's not significant, you know?
Yeah. And I don't know what that means. Does it mean it's yours until you foul up out there, or is it just the order in which they listed them? I don't know, but I expect both of those players, Sexton and Fasusi, to play, and uh, for that matter, maybe Buklinko gets in there in the second half too.
Fasusi and Sexton have both been dealing with stuff. I I don't really know what to expect from them in this game. Like this is a tune-up game. It's a
Right.
tune-up game. We all know week 2 is what really matters. If Fasusi's not quite right, I does he need to go play against Illinois State? He's been practicing against our Mason Thomas all of camp. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if
Yeah.
you haven't gathered enough information about what type of player he is from that, I mean, seriously,
It's
he'll
not it's not necessary, but it would be nice for him to jog out on the field and kind of
feel
look
that.
around,
Yeah,
take it in, and do that whole deal before you line up against Michigan. But you don't need it so much that you risk anything further with whatever
right.
he's doing with.
Yeah, and that's one of those where just I think they're going to be careful with that, and we'll see. I don't know if he's going to play or not on Saturday, but I did think it was significant. His name's on there first. Sexton coming back from a concussion. It's been kind of like a slow progress back for him. So we'll see what it looks like at left tackle, but the old double or is always fun. I I was surprised by the or at left guard because I feel like Heath Ozida has put a good camp together. He's gotten better. It seems like he's knocked some of that rust off from missing spring ball. But hey, maybe EPL has strung together some good practices and got back into the mix for that position. I took that as a positive sign for Eddie Pierre Louis and maybe some of how he's been practicing lately.
Yeah. Yeah, and it could be kind of like the running back position. Ozida was a little late getting in there in camp, and EPL was taking a lot of reps. It may be, hey, trending your direction, but you got to go out and earn it officially. So, um, which, again, like I think the more you can spread these reps around on the offensive line and really at every position, the better. Long season, depth is critical.
And you're playing Illinois State.
And you're playing Illinois State.
Reminder, just a week 1 depth chart,
Yep.
not the end all be all. Center, Everett or Michaela. I expect Troy Everett to start at center.
Yeah.
I
I agree with
expect
that.
Jake Michaela to play, though, because I know the staff likes him a lot. But I don't think there's any doubt Everett's your captain. He's your vocal leader. Like, he's the guy at center. I also don't think Troy's the type of guy that's going to get bent out of shape by there being an or on the depth chart next to his name. I
Right.
don't think he cares.
Right. I agree.
Right guard, no or next to Fabechi Wiwu. He's
No.
been really, really good in camp. He's been their best lineman. That does that mean Ryan Foje's not going to play? No, Ryan Foje's going to play a lot.
Yep.
He's going to play a lot throughout the season, but we'll see if Fabechi sticks at that RG spot all season.
Yeah.
I'm still
Well,
not ruling out the flip to left guard for Fabechi and some Foje snaps at right guard with both of those guys on the field. I still have a vision for it, Ted. I still have my vision.
yeah, you know, I've been in some blowouts before and on both sides. And I can imagine the Illinois State D line's going to be like, oh, thank God Fabechi's not in anymore. Bring in the scrubs. And here comes the 330 pounder. Sorry, not going to get much easier out there.
70's going to jog out there and going to be like, wait, what's going on here? It says freshman on the depth chart. What's going on here?
Yeah.
We got the old double or at right tackle. Derek Simmons has missed a lot of practice, man.
Yeah.
I'm almost to the point where, hey, if he's out there on Saturday, great. Can't wait to watch him play, but not going to be surprised with how much time he's missed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Do you just want to get him ready for Michigan? Make sure that he's really sharp. I don't know. I'm always of the belief like, hey, if you can play, you play. But I won't I won't blink if Logan Hallen is running out there first at the right tackle spot. Like
Right.
I think Logan is has had a really good training camp playing both sides. Like frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if he ran out there at left tackle either. He's looked really solid on both sides, right tackle and left tackle, and maybe he ends up being the starter. But how about that double oars at both tackle spots?
Well, I mean, as I joked with Venables, you know, there's some good quality competition there, developing some good depth. Last year, it was just trying to find any combination of five guys that you could jog out there. So, um, I don't mind some of these guys rolling in and getting time and seeing what combination works best. I mean, Simmons being a guy that's played a ton of football, being out probably wasn't the worst thing in the world for Logan Howland to be able to get in there and get quite a bit of time. I mean, I think you said that you were happy with the way that he had developed some through camp and starting to get a little more comfortable.
I think he's more comfortable. I think he's developed some confidence, and I think they'd be fine with him, being a starter in
Yeah.
this game. We'll see. It's kind of health dependent with a couple of these guys what the lineup's going to look like at the tackle spots. So we'll see how they handle that. Only other two positions we haven't hit is the H and the Z. We've got Satania as your starting H and Burks as your starting Z. No surprise there. One thing I do want to note, Jacob Jordan has just all the dude does is get open.
That's right.
He's gonna play. I've had multiple members of the staff being like, that guy may be the most consistent guy we have when it just comes to when the ball goes his way, he's catching it.
Yep.
So
Gets open. He's super quick in the slot. He can get open. Mateer likes to get the ball out fast. He's going to pull it down, and he's really quick to get back upfield. I mean, it's great to have players like that on your roster, no doubt.
Jermichael Carter or Zion Kearney there at the backup spot at the Z, with how much time Kearney missed throughout camp, those guys are both going to be battling through, I think, throughout the season for reps. And I think we'll see them both quite a
Yeah.
bit. So
Yeah, probably so. And, back to, in the summer and listen to Arbuckle talk, he likes Kearney a lot. And if he can get healthy and get out there and maybe get some game reps and improve himself, maybe able to chip away at some reps.
all right, let's talk about the defensive depth chart. But first,
Summer is here, and there's no better way to fire up your cookouts than with Didier Ranch's steak burgers made from 100% premium cuts of steak. These burgers are the real deal. Juicy, flavorful, and packed with that rich, beefy taste that you love. Plus, they're shipped right to your door so you can spend more time doing what you love and less time shopping. Head over to DidierRanch.com now and use code SOONER for a special discount on your first order. Get ready to taste the best burgers you've ever had. Proudly raised 100% in Oklahoma. Didier Ranch, steak in every bite.
All right, looking at the defensive side of the ball for OU's depth chart, the left defensive end, we've got Marvin Jones Jr. or Taylor Wine, and we've got the best looking three in the country in Danny Okoye. I don't think, just to make it clear, no one on this coaching staff views Danny Okoye as a three. You gotta put guys on a depth chart somewhere.
Right.
And he just, hey, okay, there's an oar at the top. We throw him in the next. He's he's going to be a rotational player for this team. Is he technically a three? I guess so, but he's going to play.
Yeah. Insert the same joke slash story with Fogier coming in when Okoye comes in.
No doubt. But I do think Marvin Jones Jr. has an argument to be one. I think he's one of the most improved players on this team throughout camp.
Yeah, he he wasn't very visible in spring
No,
for whatever reason. And that changed in training camp. I saw some good stuff from him. He was good and strong at the point of attack against the run. You know, he's a the most experienced pass rusher whenever you look at those three guys there at the left defensive end. But I think there's going to be a healthy rotation, not just in game one, in game two, throughout the whole season. I think you're all three of those guys are going to play.
I do like seeing his weight at 262 too.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. And Wine 276, just big physical D ends.
I hope we see him slide down and in some pass rush situations. I've seen it out there in practice a little bit in one-on-ones. Now, is that is that something that they have up their sleeve that they may unveil, or is that him just getting a little extra work? I don't know.
I would like to see it. Defensive tackle, exactly what we anticipated. They view Jaden Jackson, Grayson Halton, Dominic Williams, and David Stone all as starters.
Yep.
Those guys, they view them all as starting level players. Now, who runs out there first? Probably Jackson and Williams. But now that Halton's back, said he was 100% today, so we'll see. But I don't really care. They've got four starting defensive tackles in their mind. That's how they view it.
They got four starters, and then they've got Marcus Strong and Trent Wilson that are going to add depth, and they're going to mix those guys in. Their snap count's not going to be like the four we're talking about now, but we got six capable guys to go out there. We haven't had that in a long time. And that is going to pay big dividends in second halves and the second half of the season. Just the rep count, trying to keep it down on some of those big defensive tackles is going to be a good thing.
I did think it was good to see Nigel Smith on there.
Yeah.
And so some of the coaches have told me, hey, the position change, like things were a little slow at the start, and it's kind of starting to come together for him. Needs to
Venables
continue
mentioned
to
that.
add size, but
He talked about that a little bit tonight, that he's coming around, and you know he's got some good potential there.
R. Mason Thomas, no or next to his name.
No or, no or.
PJ as a two, I think that when he's healthy, he's going to be playing snaps for this team. It's all about staying on the field for him.
Yeah, and just again, kind of like what I was talking about on offense, it's the same thing on that defensive line. Six interior guys that are going to play, and five edge guys that are probably going to rotate and get snaps with not a tremendous amount of fall off. Like, this is by far the highest quality and the deepest front four that we've had in a long time.
Inside backer is your realm. We've got an or at Mike between Kobe McKenzie and Sammy Omasigo, and we've got a double or at will with Kip Lewis, Owen Heineke, and Kendall Daniels.
Yeah.
That's a lot of oars for two spots.
It is. Full expectation is Kobe and Kip are going to jog out there with the ones. I mean, that's who's rolled through spring. That's who's rolled the majority of reps through fall camp. However, Owen Heineke had a hell of a fall camp. He's come on really strong. They love what he does in the blitz game. Venables has been really happy with him. I talked to him about the backers quite a bit, and he's going to play a lot of reps. Now, how is that going to break down? 60-40, 70-30? I don't know, but I expect Owen Heineke to play a lot of reps there, and that's not just a game one Illinois State thing. That is every single game. I'm less sure how Kendall Daniels fits into it. He's listed as a starter at the Cheetah spot, and I think maybe it'll be a game plan thing. If you're playing a little bit more of a spread team, do you see Powers a little more at Cheetah? Not to jump ahead, but it fits into the inside backer talk. I would expect Kendall Daniels to not get a whole lot of reps at the will, like in critical, like we're not rolling through the depth chart here in critical moments. I would expect him to not play a whole lot at will as long as everyone's healthy, but he may, again, matchup dictating. But I like what we got the Will Backer spot. I mean, Kip Lewis, Heineke, and Kendall Daniels is your three Will Backers. That's pretty salty.
I like it. Cheetah, you got Kendall Daniels or Reggie Powers. Also, Jeremiah Newcomb listed there.
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked about the possibility of him playing that spot as well. Daniels has been the guy.
Yep.
Powers is going to play a ton, whether it's at the Cheetah spot, maybe when teams are spreading it out a little more, or rotating at that strong safety spot with Peyton Bone. Like, I'm confident. I don't know if he's going to jog out there with the first defense, but I am confident Reggie Powers is going to be a big factor for this defense.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And it's exciting that the Cheetah spot, we got some quality there now. And that
6'5", 242 is what Kendall Daniels is listed at.
I cannot wait for the first time someone jogs out in 11 and he lines up over the slot receiver and they're like, what the hell is this thing? It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing his debut out there. He had a great spring, good summer, and from what I saw, an excellent fall camp, and he's got a ton of potential. So hopefully it translates this fall.
Moving to the corner spot, the first corner spot, Eli Bowen not listed at all. It's not complicated. It's not hard to figure out. The guy has not practiced.
Yep.
That's why he's not on the depth chart. It's that simple. There's nothing more to it than that, Ted.
No.
I know a lot of people were surprised. It's just he's been really banged up and he hasn't practiced. And you don't go on the depth chart if you're not practicing.
That's right. Yeah, not available. So,
and remember, this is just for week one.
Just week one.
And I've talked about this extensively. Would I love to have him for Michigan? Absolutely. But when do we need him? When do we need our best cover guys, Ted?
SEC.
When Auburn comes to town. Coleman, Singleton. When those dudes come to town, and they got dudes, that's when we need all of our guys in the back end healthy and ready to roll.
Yep. With Eli Bowen and Kendall Dolby not being on the depth chart, it's a really good development that corner was maybe one of the biggest surprises through fall camp with how good everyone performed. I mean, and I've said this quite a bit throughout the preseason here, whether it's Gentry Williams and Guillory, or it's Gentry and Jacoby Johnson, or it's Jacoby Johnson and Newcomb. Like, those combinations are all very, very capable. At least they have been through fall camp. We'll see. Does that continue once you flip the lights on? But, I think it's been a very pleasant surprise how competitive the corner spots have been.
Guillory, first name listed. Now it's an or with Jacoby Johnson, but I think they've just been really, really impressed, not only with this play, but he brings a little something out there, man. He's got
He and Gentry are a lot alike, you know.
but he is just he's always saying something. That's how I like my corners, man. I like my corners chatty.
He wants to go man and he wants to compete. I love it.
Strong safety. You got Peyton Bowen listed as the starter with Reggie Powers as the two. I think both of those guys are going to play a ton at
Yeah,
that spot. But we talked about seeing some things from Peyton Bowen that we really hadn't seen from him since he had been
physical.
here.
Yeah.
And he's gotten better and better and better. And he's been, most importantly, he's been healthy. He's been out there on the practice field stacking good day after good day. And they're starting to see some of what we all thought he could be.
Yeah. No, he is, the flashes of playmaking we saw whenever he was a freshman, they're back, when now that he's healthy and he's had a lot of practice time, he looks totally comfortable back there.
I don't want to get you too excited, but Boganowski's the first name listed at free safety.
I know it.
Now it's an or with RSJ, and let me make myself clear. Fully anticipate Robert Spears Jennings being the starter there at free safety. He's missed some time here recently, and I'm guessing, and that's really given Boganowski the opportunity to really impress with his play and his consistency and his improved cover skills in the back end, Ted. But it's a good sign that Boganowski is on there, man. Everyone loves that guy.
When 25 is in, you better make a good flush tackle. Friendly fire is coming, buddy. The battering ram, it's coming. Just my only thing, stay smart back there. Like he could blow people up, but we need him for a full game. We don't need any. We can't do the targeting. The guy missed his era. He's a 1990s safety.
And he's really improved. Like
Yeah,
he's
he
gonna
has.
play a lot. It's just how it feels in the secondary. Like
And he's got his size. I mean, he's like 6'2", 215 pounds. I mean, he looks big back there.
he's got him list. They've got him listed at 207. It's a sturdy looking 207.
Yep, he looks good.
Only other positions corner and Gentry Williams at the top of the depth chart at right corner. May the football gods keep him healthy.
If you get if we get peak Gentry Williams and Cortland Guillory continues to do what he did through fall camp, I'm, fingers crossed, but corner could end up being one of the positions of strength for us.
Maybe the most now probably our Mason Thomas. No, I think this is fair to say. The most secure player on the entire football team has been Anderson, the long snapper. He's awesome.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
awesome. Like he's real. I don't think people realize. Like he's really good. I think
really
he's going to
good.
play in the NFL. Like I think he's been that good. But anything with the specialists surprise you? They've got Jay Knott and Blaylock listed first as kick returners. Satania's on there as well. Punt returner, they got Satania and Peyton Bowen. The first two guys listed. Sounds good to me, man. Get you some speed back there in the return game.
Go
Sign me
with
up.
me. Just catch the ball and punt. Just catch it. Do not let it hit the ground. Don't jog up and bail out late and let it roll out for 15 yards. Just go catch the ball. I'm very easy to please at punt returner. Just don't let the ball hit the ground.
There's our kicking analysis. Oh, actually, I do think Sandell, he got a big leg,
Mm-hmm.
but it does sound like the Austin Welch kid is money from like 40 and in.
Yeah. I know
So
it's competitive between
I
those two guys. I mean,
so I don't know if they would be willing to do the hey, we just trot Sandell out for the 45 plus stuff. Like I don't love that. I don't know because kickers are they're strange beings. They're strange. They're fragile
Right.
creatures.
Unless they both came to you and requested that, like,
Yes.
you
There you
know what I'm
go.
saying?
But we'll see how that ends up working out. But yeah, I was told that Welch he's been really, really consistent in like that 40 and in range, but that Sandell just has a cannon attached to his leg. So
He
I
does.
something to monitor.
Yeah. Well, I love them all until they miss. So they're both in a good, perfect standing with me right now.
Do you think people are pleased with how we analyze the depth chart?
I don't think anyone's going to be pleased completely until we go start winning football games. But for the time being, it'll probably get them to Friday or Saturday.
Well, we appreciate you guys watching.
Fun.
We we will have another in the weeds that'll drop on Thursday. We're going to try something this season. And if you guys watch, we're going to keep doing them. If you don't, we're going to stop doing them.
Will be quickly thrown in the heat pile.
We've got we've got 4 plays, things to watch for against Illinois State, 2 on offense, 2 on defense, kind of some situational stuff. Trying to educate people on some football, Ted. That's what we're trying to do.
Do it. I love it.
The goal is to get these people ready for what they're watching on Saturdays.
That's right.
They can
Exactly
anticipate,
right.
they can break it down. That's our goal. Thanks for watching In the Weeds. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like this video. If you really, really like it, you can go ahead and give us a super thanks down. I think it's down this way now. Other than that, we'll see you next time here on In the Weeds.